Hello and welcome to a slightly different video today. Today we're going to go on to the subject of what I term coin trendy gender versus transgender. Trendy gender meaning these people who have jumped onto TikTok and wherever else to do the most outrageous things like trying to advocate for children to make permanent choices that are going to affect them later on in life, that are irreversible, hormone blockers, surgeries, and various other things. Even parents are getting on this because it will get them attention. And you've got the TikTokers going to restaurants and venues purposely getting misgendered and purposely then filming it and putting it up to TikTok. Why? Because they get attention and they don't care who they're hurting. But the thing is, most people they're hurting of all is the actual sufferers of body dysmorphia, actual transgender people who just want to live a nice, quiet life. If you go to a transgender person and accidentally misgender them, they're not going to kick off. But these trendy genders have a mental breakdown. They can't cope. They are not equipped to deal with society on an adult level. It's that simple. Anyway, here's the first mental breakdown of the day. Enjoy.
I was just getting a drink at the bar and they called both Azul and I ladies. After they were done making the drink, I went up and I was like, some people don't refer to themselves as ladies, but it's okay that you didn't know. And they kicked us out. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Like, how am I supposed to feel? This was the first time that I've told somebody. I felt brave enough to tell somebody my identity.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
Yeah, nice one, little man. Absolutely correct. I claim bullshit. So she's claiming she went into a gay bar and the bartender referred to her as Miss. And because the bartender referred to her as Miss, because that's who she looks like, and in social settings, we have labels.
Today's pronouns of the day are any pronouns. Does that mean any's pronouns or any self pronouns? Well, no, not in this case. There are actually a few reasons why people would use any pronouns. It could literally mean, I don't care, just call me whatever. It could also mean, call me something besides what you think you're supposed to call me. It could also be taking the power of being misgendered if somebody is trying to misgender you.
So really? Where's that power? So neopronouns is for, and I quote, taking back the power when somebody tries to misgender you. What happened in the previous clip? You had a mental breakdown. You can't even get your ideology straight. No wonder people are getting so sick and tired of this crap.
Do I live off of people's donations? Yes, I do. That's like my main source of income. So thank you. The haters are broke. If you want to be a real hater, pony up. Pony up. One of these days, someone will do it. One of these days. Do I get offended if cis women don't want to be called cis? I don't get offended.
Having a nice feast.
She, her.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's okay. It's all good. Hi. I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart.
Hang on 1 second. 1, 2. I'll be with you 1 second. I'm just trying to count how many fucks I give.
I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Okay, the Sweetwater starts at, okay,
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
it's just always like a knife. It always hurts every single time. I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir. Oh, okay. It just really sucks every time it happens. I don't need to be called ma'am. I just need to not be called sir, you know? Thank you. Did you call me sir? I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir. What? Called me sir.
Oh.
It's just like, it kind of just hurts a lot to get called sir.
Oh, sorry about that.
Now you see, this is where I differentiate between trendy-gender and transgender. Lily or Mark or whatever name he goes by purposely goes to these places, kicks off a fuss about being called or misgendered, and then makes a video of it. Now these are private establishments and private businesses. He secretly records. He has no business, he has no legal right to record in a private business. He does this, then he gets money from it, and as we've seen at the start, this is how he gets his money. He doesn't want to work. No. What he's done is he's seen the trending on TikTok. He's seen Dylan Mulvaney and whoever else and thought, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll dress up in drag. I'll go around and pretend. Then I'll make a fuss about being misgendered. And lo and behold, it's a grift, it's a hustle. I mean, you can't hate him for doing that. But when it gets really dark, when you start promoting for children to do this, because they've got a taste of that attention and they want it more. And he doesn't care whether he gets his waiters sacked by making a big fuss about it. As long as he gets his clicks, as long as he gets his validation.
Very good. Thank you so much. No, yeah. Thank you. I'm not a sir. Nothing like a good misgendering. It is a knife in the gut when I get called sir. I feel like I need to tell him. I need to tell him that hurt. It hurts more though, and it's not intentional because it means like this is sir to him. I know you didn't mean it, but I'm not a sir.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I know you didn't mean it. It's just, it hurts. I know when people clock me.
Now you see, this is the problem. I'm sure quite a lot of you will agree with me. No one cares. No one literally cares when it's like a knife through the heart. As you have freedoms to be who you want, you can be a tree, a cat, a dog. You can describe yourself as much as you like. On the flip side, we have the freedom to address you as we like. We don't have to address you like that. I'll be honest, if I saw someone like Blair White in a nightclub, I would address it as she, because she has made the effort. She does not, and this is the important part, she does not push her gender on other people. She does not demand, expect, or believe she's entitled to force other people to address her as she desires. She does not expect other people to share in what is basically a delusion. You are born with a cock. You are biologically male. I, in reality, will address you as a male. It's my choice. If you were a friend of mine, and I knew you well and had respect to you, if I chose to call you by your preferred pronoun, that's my choice. But you're demanding strangers do it. It's bollocks. It's an utter grift, and it's bollocks. And I guarantee you, when all this trend blows over and the next trend sets in, you'll either adapt and change to that trend, and this will go bye-bye, and you go back to being Mark or whatever it is. I've read slightly a bit on your past with your problem with drugs and depression and whatever else. It doesn't sound it was anything to do with thinking you was a woman.
It's fine, but like it does kind of hurt. Thank you. I'm not sir.
Oh, sorry.
Not sir. Not sir. The guy who dropped the food off, he called me sir twice in a row.
Okay. I'll let him know that and GM as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I am not sir. you want to say that to the camera? Hundreds and hundreds of people watching you?
Me right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no.
No, go ahead. You just called me a man. Don't be a coward. Don't be a coward. Yeah, you're a coward. Come on over. Say what you got to say to me. Oh, you don't want to call me a man to my face?
And there we have it, the true meaning behind of the trendy genderism. Not only, as he said, it doesn't really matter in one part, you know, he's purposely calling out people on private property in a business to make a big fuss to get them sacked because it'll get him more clicks. That's all he's bothered about. He goes out day to day doing this at different places to get the clicks, to get the views, to get the donations, because he doesn't want to work and he doesn't care if it endangers other people's livelihoods and jobs who are struggling to make ends meet. This makes you a sick individual.
Come on over. What do you got to say? What do you got to say about transgender people?
I didn't know you were trans.
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't know you was trans.
Go ahead.
I did not know this man was trans. Wait, what do you go by? What do you go by?
Does it matter?
It does, because I'm asking you.
Say what you got to say. There's a lot of people watching you.
The real question is, it doesn't matter if you're transgender or not.
The gentleman asked him, basically, it matters if you're transgender, and you said no, it doesn't. So make up your mind, Lily. Does it stab you through the heart, or does it not matter? Get your story straight.
Are you with that? Are you with the people that march and be like, "We're coming for your kids"? That's where it's bad. That's when it gets bad. Oh, you need to stay up.
What's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
K.
K?
K.
K-A-Y?
K-A-Y.
Okay, and what's your name?
I don't have to give you any of my information.
You certainly don't. What's your
My
name?
name's JJ, and it's y'all thing a cult. It's like LGBTTL cult or something.
Can I ask why you didn't step in? What you were standing and watching? They called me a pedophile. They were verbally harassing me.
I didn't hear him call.
Now, Lily, no, at one point did he ever call you a paedophile? He says, do you march where they say we're coming after your kids? He asks you a question. You don't like that question? Well, sorry, that's freedom of speech. You don't like it? Stay in your basement. That's simple. People have got other things to worry about apart from your own personal validation and feelings. I'm sorry, but that's reality. If you don't like it, you started all this. Started with making a fuss over your gender. And you didn't have to say a word. You could just let it brush over your head as if you didn't care.
My pronouns are going to be Z, zer, zers, and zerself. So that's how you will address me. Yes?
So what about she, her, hers, herself? That's what we know.
Yes, but I am gender neutral. So I am not a female, nor am I a male. I would be in between. So right here would be my pronouns. So instead of she or he, you would refer as Z. Instead of her or him, you would refer as zer. Instead of her or his, it would be zer. Yes, in the back.
So I'm sorry, I'm confused. Are you Mr. Darren? Miss Darren?
No, I am teacher Darren. There would be no Mr. or Mrs. in front of that.
That'll make no sense.
I'm confused. I guess I'm.
What are you confused about?
I'm confused over the whole thing.
Why do we have to learn this?
Well, because this is how the world is changing now. So the world progresses and we progress with the world. Yes, in the back.
Can we just call you by what you look like your pronouns are?
No, because that would be disrespectful. So my pronouns are Z, zer, zers, and zerself. Or you can just call me Teacher Darren.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
This is a poison in our schools, right? We have these diversity hire people, they're certainly not teachers. They're hired in our public schools to do, the bare things that are going to keep us going in life. Searching all these nonsensical pronouns when he and she are perfectly okay. Because she wants to be called because it's disrespectful. No, it's not disrespectful. You have to earn respect. And then a person has a choice. You're trying to strip that choice away. You've seen it with Sweet Baby Inc. in video games and various other companies that try and do this woke thing because they get a DIA grant, but they're wrecking their own company for a short-term gain. And at the end, the gain doesn't matter because no one's interested in their games. Same with Doctor Who, Star Wars, various other things with race swapping and race baiting and calling us all bigots. No, we're all free to do and say what we want. You want to do what you want, you get that privilege. You don't get to force other people to do as you desire. You say to this class that this is the way the society is going to go. No, it's the way you want it to go because you were probably bullied as a child. And now you're trying to make society pay by making everybody as miserable as you because none of you are happy. I've seen transgender people, true transgender people, that are happy and are content. You trendy genders are the most miserablest, narcissistic, self-absorbed people I've ever seen on this planet. You need to get a grip.
And now for something completely different.
Does anyone have pocket money? Suzanne, do you get pocket money given to you each week?
Yes, I do.
What do you do?
Well, sometimes I save it, and sometimes I spend it. Usually I save it, because I buy things with it.
What do you buy?
Well, mostly birthday presents and things for my sister.
Do you get any pocket money, Bridget?
Yes, sometimes.
What do you spend it on?
Sometimes sweets and sometimes I save it.
I see. Philip, do you get any pocket money?
Yes, I get 1 and 6.
1 and 6. Can you tell me what you do with it?
Well, I normally save it up, but when I want something desperately, I normally buy it. The money I've got.
But sir, I think that 1 and 6 is a bit too much because there are other more important things than pocket money.
Are they? What are they?
Food. You've got to have food to live.
But you used to be able to get a decent ice lolly for 3pence. Now you can only just get a decent one for 6pence, and that's doubled.
Now, wasn't that refreshing? Kids being kids, and at that, being extremely smart. Kids nowadays get away with everything. They get told by the parents for an easy life that yes, 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 yes. They don't get punished very often. And so when they get to adulthood, their babysitter, their main source of inspiration has been TikTok, Facebook and YouTube. And that's where the sad point is. When you're a parent, it's not just about bump, bump, squirt, 9 months later have a baby and that's it. It's hard being a parent. The more effort you put in, the better that child will be when he gets older. Let the child choose when he gets to an adult age what he desires. Don't try to influence. Teach facts, not feelings. Teach them how to survive in the world and not be a melting snowflake. So people, like the first one, has a mental breakdown. Not being able to cope in society because the parents probably haven't even bothered. Just said yes to everything.
What would you buy if you were rich?
Cabbages and lettuce and carrots.
And I'd buy a platinum ball, that big, very expensive, and I'd earn some money till £1 billion.
And what would you do with this golden ball?
I'd put it on a display cabinet and clean it when it gets dirty.
What would you do if you had a lot of money?
Buy a water pistol.
How much money do you have to have to be very rich? How many pounds?
14.
What do you think it's like to be really rich?
Horrid. I'd rather be poor than rich.
Why?
Because if you're rich, you've got so much money that you don't know what to do with it, and you're lazy because you've got so many servants and big cars. It's better to walk than go in a car.
Sorry.
Yes, but with the money you get, you should get less money than you do at the moment, so you can save that up and use it on other things.
I think they cut money out of us in a way, because, you know, just a few bits of paper really with a few bits of print on, costing something like 7p or 8p. I think the cheapest comic you can get now is 4p. I think it's not fair.
Suzanne?
I think that you ought to have pocket money, not about 8 shillings or something. I know a girl who gets that much. And she spends it all on sweets. She never saves anything. But I get 3 shillings and I save most of it.
What do you spend your pocket money on?
Hamster food and premium bonds. And put the rest in the bank. Savings.
My friend Billy, he told me he usually gets £1 a week from pocket money. And I said, what on earth do you do with all this? And he says he usually spends 10 shillings and will put the other 10 shillings in the bank. And I think it's rather an awful lot. It's quite a lot. I'm surprised his parents can afford it.
I think it's horrible that grown-ups should give their children so much money, because some poor people only own £2 a week for the whole family. Like 6 children, they all live in one room.
Well, there you have it. There's my take on the whole woke, well, not all of it, but some of it, whole woke thing. Now, you may disagree with me, you may think I'm a bigot, I'm a racist. At the end of the day, this is how I feel. I feel that all this is being forced down our throats for some lazy Gen Z people and some parents who are craving and think they're entitled to have that 15 minutes of fame on TikTok. They are TikTossers. That's basically all they are. Now you see at the end with all the children from the late 1970s, you think those children can make life-changing decisions. Kids have imaginations. They pretend to be all sorts of things. But we should not be doing things and encouraging things like this. Wait until they're old enough to make adult decisions. Well, that's all I've got to say, apart from thank you for watching the video. I promise to have something a bit more laughable next time. I try to keep this less serious than it usually is. But I think from talking to a few people that I know that they are completely sick. You have heel versus babyface, you have neurotic, you have the critical drinker. It's encroaching on every part of society. We want to go to pictures to enjoy ourselves, to unwind, not to have propaganda forced down our throats. After all, we pay for the entertainment. You're a business. You should basically produce stuff for the customer, or else you're going to go bankrupt. My point at the end of the day, sorry for waffling, is that we have to separate the trendy gender from the true transgender. That's a simple fact we have to do. We can't lump them all in together because that will do more damage to the transgender community. If anybody expects me to apologise and stuff for my views, they can go sit on my middle finger and spin. I don't ask people to change what they call me. They can call me whatever they want. That's the freedom of being a human being on this planet. Anyway, take care everybody and have a good day. Remember, get a grip.